play some more of this Minecraft. Because I don't know what else to do. So I want to look for, so I ended up working on the yard, the gardens, for a bit, quite a bit actually. Quite a bit. Let's go back to shift small tunnel like that. Try to get my, there we go. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Fail. Well, somebody's still shooting fireworks. Knuckleheads of the world unite. Knuckleheads of the world. Found so many fireworks fragments in my yard. I told my landlord about it one year. He didn't care too much about it, but I bet if his house were to go up in flames, he would care a little bit about it. People are really lackadaisical about it. They let kids just run free. Okay, enough old man rant. Yo. Honestly do think if people didn't have fireworks, they would probably riot. Not sure that would be a bad thing, really, actually. Rioting. I mean, the kind of people they are, yeah, it probably would be a bad thing, actually. Why is there so much space down there? I don't know. Let's see. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I think this is a good idea. I'm watching some NBA highlights today. Less of the thunder and more of just general NBA wackiness. Did I throw that thing? Man, I must be more tired than I thought. I was ravenous today. I could not get full. One of those days, man. Just one of those days. And if I was out working hard, I could see it. I could see it. And you know, I used to run. I used to be a big time runner. I wasn't a great runner, but I was a runner. You know, I ran. So actually, I think this whole level will go out to Pretty much I want to flatten everything like this, right? All the way around. And again, Direwolf has got some great mods for that, if I would just use them. I watched a video of NBA players having brain lapses, brain fades. I can see it, really. I mean, NBA is a tough sport, and yeah, you're gonna get exhausted once in a while. So, exhausted brains do exhausted things. Like this. Kind of like that. No, it'd be more fun just to use a shovel at this point. Okay, that is, I kind of have done kind of like I've done a farm work that I want to do. Don't really want to do a lot more. Yeah, I really don't. It's about a day's worth of farm work right there, right? Do I have a vision for this yet? Short answer, no. Long answer, also no. Flatten all this out. Fill it in with dirt. I could do the destruction gadget, but I really don't want to. I could also use the exchange gadget and exchange some of this stuff for dirt. Okay, I could totally do that. Could totally do that. So let's just plain dirt, please. That's not, holy cow, hold on now. why am I doing this? Because am I not gonna chop this down? Sometimes those NBA players, I'll be honest, it looks like sometimes they are just high. Looks like they are playing high on the floor. And I don't mean high in elevation, I mean bamboozled. Well, this is a lot more sensible right here than what I was doing. This stuff, however, this stuff is going to go. I think this is going to go. Now, let us get in here. Take a nippity nap. Got my 10,000 steps in today, which is about the only thing I did. About the only thing I did today. I ate too much again. But if I can just get back to getting my 10,000 steps, get back to walking outside every day, at least a mile, one time around the block, even if it's not very satisfactory, I think I can eventually work my way back to some kind of equilibrium. I hope I can. Hope I can. What is that? Okram. That's interesting. All right. So I've got that cleared out. Oops. What's my helmet doing? It's okay. I forgot what I was going to search for in here. Okay. We're at 22%. All right, so let's go off. I was going to go off and search. I got sidetracked on this whole thing. Let's go north. Oh, and I was going to fill in some stuff here. I've got the building tool. I can do that. Got a lot of cobblestone, a lot of cobble deep slate too. So I could totally fill in some spaces here. Underneath. Meanwhile, all things in moderation, my dear old dad used to tell me. So, Dad, we're going to do a few things in moderation here. So there's the crim site. Not a hugest fan of that. But I would like to kind of see it. Vet it with my eyeballs. And I think it's right across, yeah, right across the river here. This stuff. That would really... Oh, but here is limestone. I think I could go for some limestone. How much do I have? 5 stacks. I've got 5 stacks of limestone. Okay. Limestone is good. Hope you're doing well today, future me, future you, whoever you may be, whoever I may be, wherever I may be. Alright, where am I here? So a little trek north, just past Red Med. Sprinting to try to get a few, to get a point in ability, a sprint point. Whoa, there's some more limestone. I think we got a lot of limestone right now. Let's look at the map right quick. I'll call limestone. And give it a pale color, please. Accept and hide it. Imagine living a life that demands your absolute peak physical fitness, and you're paid incredibly well, and you have to deal with media and the fans every single day, all up in your business. Smash or pass? Don't I have a warp stone, by the way? Or did I put it away? I must have put it up. I do have a waste stone. Ouchies. Should be almost in sight here. Whee! My dude is flying. There it is, skill point. Hooray! Unfortunately, we gotta go west, my dude. We gotta go west, west, west. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna need to eat something too. Map. Oh yeah, west. Almost do it. Look at that circle right there. Poppy. That might be one of those. Oh, that is brick stairs. That is a structure right there. Oh, maybe that's part of the village. Okay. Let's see here. Athletics. Alright, got that. Sprint speed. Could do dodge, chance, jump height. Let's do jump height. That will come in useful sometimes, I think. If you're not familiar with it, the YouTube channel Sliced Lime is a Mojang Minecraft person, employee, but he does the latest. He does a nice video series about the about updates in Minecraft, both gameplay updates and technical updates, and very good. Very good. If you haven't seen Sliced Lime before, I highly recommend his channel for all things YouTube. Well, can I get to that? I feel like I got it surrounded, but I can't see it. It's so dark in here. There's that thing. There's that structure we came up here to see. Let's sleep on top of the tree. And how am I doing with space? I got plenty of space. Plenty of space. So this structure, you got to be kind of careful with it. It goes around and around. Curses. Find a bathhouse. It was very around and around. I actually, in one of my playthroughs, I used one of these as my base one year. And up we go. Husk spawner. Okay, this is the stairway up and around. A little bit surprised by this. Yep, this is pretty much what these things look like. And we're in good shape. These are these guys are really tough. But with this atomic disassembler, we're in really good shape. Don't think they'll pose too much of a threat. As long as our armor stays in good shape. Time for a feast. Oh, magmator hardened. Oh, that's an even better one. That is a really good freebie. It is hard to, it's just, some days it's just hard to carry on. A gold upgrade, I don't know what that's for, but the magmator is going to be really super good. We can use that. So how do I get out there, fellers? How do I get out there? Is there a door over here? There's a door right there. Hi. Yeah, I looted the heck out of this thing one day. Got tired of these boys. Got tired of them. Okay, how do we get up here? Somehow I gotta get over there and climb. Now this is all copper. Calcite, that's right, I still need, I'm kind of looking for quartz, but maybe I misremembered about there being quartz here. So that's gotta be a spawner up there. Is also no way to get there. That's a trapdoor. That doesn't get me there. Sometimes you just gotta go in and just gotta go. All right, here we go. Vodka. Okay, there is something up there. But I think what we want to do is take care of this first. Yeah, you don't really want to mess with these guys. If you're low level, it can be a rough time. Gold upgrade for functional storage. Wow. Kind of have no idea what that is, but okay. Now let's get over yonder. Go upstairs. See what's up here. This is where the big loot is, as I recall. Maybe I recall wrong. It's just like a garden, that's all. Yep, just a garden. A wither rose. That was the biggie. That's what was going on. They were protecting a wither rose. Wither. Okay, so yes, smooth quartz stairs. Oh, okay. Now here's the dilemma. What am I talking about? Dilemma? This ain't no dilemma. We need quartz. Here's quartz. Much easier to do it this way than it is to do it the old-fashioned way. Okay, and down we go. And where we stop? Home. I have seldom been so low in temper as I am right now. So low in mood. Hardened magmator. Wow. Man, I'd love to. So that's a basic one. So generates 200 FE per tick. Wow. This thing is getting after it. So I've got a spare magmator now. Got a wither rose, and that means we can do some things. Like what? Like there's some build options that are not available that will now be available. Oops. put some food in here, and I need to get it. I need to get lapis, that's right. Where was that flipping food I put in here? Can't find it now. Huh. Okay. Well, I can't find it. I can't find it. Or if I could, you see how wheat seeds take up 6.3 thousand. That is about 40%. 3 out of 5. That's about, wait a minute. That's about 60% of my total storage is wheat seeds. So if we could take those and move them to an external storage, that'd be a good idea. Like if I could have a box of boxes of storage over here, barrels of storage over here. Oh, where's my? Get rid of that XP. Oh, I got 83 buckets worth of XP. 45 levels. Okay. Okay. Oy. Oh, the limestone. Yes, yes, the limestone. Let's put some limestone here. Oof. And we're gonna oof. We're gonna oof. Grab the exchanging gadget. Put it here. And we're gonna exchange. A whole bunch of stuff. And see how we like it. Would you trade your life for the life of a celebrity if it meant that people were always in your business I don't know the answer to that one, man. I had a guy ask me once on a flight from Hong Kong to San Francisco. He was like, "Aren't you a famous writer?" And my response, I just kind of laughed at him. I was flattered that he thought I might be. I don't know who he thought I was, but shook my head and I was like, who would want to be famous, man? Nobody in their right mind wants to be famous. But that's probably not true, is it? A lot of people would like to be famous. A lot of people would like to have some notoriety. Look at this. Look at this, baby. Look at this. Look at this floor. Look at this floor, baby. That is some nice looking floor. And look at how much I've got left. Just a little bit over a stack of limestone. So it just came out just about right. So my next question is, do I want to do limestone steps to lead in? I mean, would make sense, would it not? I'm very pleased, either between the Megatorch and the wonderful lighting in here, we are not having those nasty wasty guys spawn in. And I appreciate that very much. Appreciate not having the nasty guys spawn in. So, what do we want to do down here? Man, oh, I like how that also makes the ceiling look so good. I kind of think let's just continue on, right? I say yes. I will run out of this stuff here. I will run out. And I did. Oh, and there is stuff underneath this. That is correct. You are correct. That is a lovely ceiling. I am so delighted with that. Just plain limestone. Ah, very nice. It looks good. And I suspect I will do something now that that looks so good. I'll probably start replacing these walls. But wow, this just brightens this. This is what we needed right here, baby. We needed this. A boost. Let's see now, quartz. What was I gonna make that needed quartz? Blackstone and a quartz slab. What can I use quartz steps for? Well, in the sag mill, we can get some nether quartz out of them. In the Russian, no. Pulverizing from Oratech. That's it? Really? Come on, man. Well, I don't need a ton of pylons, right? I don't need a ton. Well, I've got smooth. Why not smooth quartz slab, man? Come on, man. Alright, the black stone is a problem. It's got to be polished too. Okay. But this harvester harvests crops at a configure raise. Just place inside the water block or above it and put a storage item above it, on top of it. I love those things, harvester pylons. Blackstone, huh? Put the immersive manual away for now. Do I have anything on the hot bar I could... This crafting table on a stick. It really could go here just to clean up my inventory. Helmet is just about shot. It's nighttime. I think I got my, yeah, the athletics point. Got it. Oh, wow. We got a point in the defense, though. I could go for maximal health, stamina. Healing. That's quite a path. I think I'm going to go with resistance looks good. And I can't select it. Okay. Well, I can't. Is it? Oh, I have to come all the way down here. Okay. Let's go with another base armor. What did I select something? Did I already choose base armor? I don't know what I did. Okay, well, we're good. Have I got any quests? I don't have any open quests. Okay. I do need some more limestone, and it's gonna be a few hundred I need. So, what are we gonna do about that? Man, I don't know. What do you want to do about it? I vote I vote to make some connecting bridges between these farms over here on the river, but otherwise, just leave them be. I feel like I've ganked up these farms a lot. Oh man, look at that black. Farmland's looking black up there. Let's go over here and get hose. Oh, I'm having that problem again. I can't pull Silent Gear stuff out of the menu. The other thing I wanted here was the, what's it called? The lily pad. Alright, we got a lot of those things. And probably should plant some stuff here. Do these things serve any purpose? I don't know that they do. right? I don't think they do. I mean, they're a light. They serve as a bit of light here, but what other kind of seeds would I like to plant? About flax. Canola. Okay, there's canola. Sorry, here's canola. I don't know what I use canola for, and at this point, I'm afraid to ask. Can you believe that? I got exactly enough seeds except one. Wow. I had one too many seeds, but otherwise perfect. Wow. Okay, how are we going to connect these two? How about through the amazing miracle of cobblestone. Why did they even have fences around these things, man? Are they trying to keep somebody out or keep somebody in? And why do we need a source water block in a farm that's surrounded by water? I think I mentioned some hours ago, I have been watching a lot of IndyCar highlights from the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. AJ Foyt. I did not like, I kind of detested AJ Foyt way back in the day. But the man, I like the man. Now, I like the man. I have changed my AJ Foyt thoughts. He spoke, something about him, it scared me or something. I thought he was I did not think he was a good driver because I came from NASCAR land. And, he never had the great equipment in NASCAR. I don't even know if he ever won a NASCAR race. But he flat knew what he was doing in IndyCar, didn't he? And he would speak his mind. The man was tough. He was tough. And he was graceful, gracious, and courteous. Far more so than many situations warranted. And yet, for whatever reason, I did not care for the man. Okay, we got some more of this action going on. You know, I was raised, keep your head down, say nice things, be calm, keep it cool. Always be gracious, even in defeat. Oops. I was raised to be a bit of a loser, wasn't I? I believe I was. Well, we made some progress here. It's a freaking huge wheat farm. Also, I think I was making some appearance judgments too. You know, AJ was not the younger guys looked a lot better. I always prided myself not being like judgmental, but good God, I am so judgmental. I'm ridiculously judgmental. Let's grab all these demons' dream seeds. I don't think we'll be using them, but it would not hurt to have them. And the hemp seeds. Can't believe I overlooked those. Let's go plant those right quick. Whoa. Did I put? I did. one reason I kind of fell out of love with racing was at some point it began to occur to me that, you know, there was a fix. There was always a fix on Dale Earnhardt, crowd favorite. He got a lot of breaks on a lot of things. Bill Elliott, his team figured out something about engine building, and they put everybody to shame with that 85 Thunderbird. Now, they were doing real well with the 84 Thunderbird, but they worked and worked all winter and just were dominating people, and they decided, NASCAR, I guess, decided there had to be something up with those boys, and they just couldn't have it. I mean, there were the wrecks. There was Bobby Allison's wreck at Talladega, and you know, you can't have that kind of cars flying in the grandstands, but there are other ways to fix that problem. And they eventually, you know, they figured that out eventually. But I'm sure they knew, you know, all you got to do is put that the aero brakes into the hood, into the ceiling, the roof flaps. That's what I'm trying to say. And they eventually did that, but they could easily have done that right off the bat. You know, keep the cars from flying around by slowing them with aero when they get backwards. But they were really smart enough to figure that stuff out early on. So I'm sure there was a ton of stuff going on behind the scenes that perhaps the world may never know, but they cost them a fan when Bill's Thunderbird was specifically targeted with carburetor restrictions and stuff. I mean, everybody was hit, but his car, he had the class of the field, and NASCAR did a lot of things to slow him down, and I'm still a bit miffed about that, a bit galled. He should have had, for about 5 or 6 years, 3 or 4 years, he should have been absolutely dominant and should have been allowed to be, and was not. And I don't think that was his fault. I think it was Bill France and NASCAR. I'm sure they got some heat from Chevy, who was getting their butts embarrassed every Sunday. But still, the right answer is, hey, these guys are playing by the rules. They're just flat out beating you. Ain't that a shame? When you're getting beat, the right response is not to go crying about the competition and whatever. The right response is to figure out how to win. And this happens all the time in business and politics and whatever. Happens all the time. All right, let us put those away. Put those away. Put that there. That and that can go away. That can go there. Oops. That's just kind of my mentality. You know, I was always taught if somebody's whipping you, you don't go complain, you get better. And instead, a lot of people go complain and their money talks. Alrighty, 11 o'clock. Going for another long episode today, and don't know why, really. Love that limestone. Man, that limestone is great. These gardens are kind of taken down. Let's take down these old banners. We don't need your old banners. We're under new management right here. Can I make a banner? I think I need that oxide daisy, right? Good night. I got seven of these banners, not 17. Okay. I don't have enough wool. I'm out of wool. Oy. Is it nighttime? It sure is. Wow. Oh, that's right. There's another way to light up fields at night, and that is to make jack-o'-lanterns out of pumpkin and torch and stick it under the water source block, and that will light up a lot. Yeah, farmland. I can watch the crops grow from here. All right. I got so much gear on, clinking when I walk here. What's my blaze gold armor doing? It is fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Ars Nouveau, he needs some work. Hey. What a view. Wouldn't you like to sit on your steps at night and look at that kind of a view? House built well up above the floodplain. Built of extremely strong materials, and if it gets bad, you can just run over here to the elevator and watch it from above. Wouldn't that be awesome? That would be so awesome, man. And look at that. The farms look better without all the fencing around them, don't they? I think so. Okay, I'll call it here. See you next time.